Set right up, get ready to play. In the Brainbenders arena, where minds stray. From puzzles to quizzes, facts untold. Unlocking mysteries, watch them unfold. Puzzles, quizzes, mysteries unfold. Brainbenders banter, keep your mind on fire. Twisting and turning, higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Riddles and corners, secrets to reveal. Each question a journey, every answer a seal. Cognitive playground where neurons spark, lighting up pathways through the mental dark. Twist your brain, come play with me. Facts, fun, and mystery. Twist your brain, come play with me. Facts, fun, and mystery. Puzzles, jokes, and trivia fire. We bring the heat, never tire. Riddles wrapped in crazy facts. You think you know? Better check that. Mind games, brain flames. Think fast, no shame. Subscribers growing, chat is glowing. You never know where it's going. Our BBBs where the wild minds roam. From quirky laughs to facts unknown. Click that sub, don't miss the show. Let's twist your brain and let it go. Hey, hey, all Brainbenders banter, best of the net. Weird, wild, fun, you bet. Hey.
Yay!
Hi.
From South Carolina.
Hey everyone!
Okay, so welcome to Brainbenders Banter. Tonight we're exploring one of the most powerful questions in life. What is the secret to success? Is it determination, faith, timing, or hard work? Success looks different for everyone, and tonight our panel will open up about their experiences in relationships, careers, finances, and personal growth. So let's talk about it. Your wins, your lessons, and the moments that shaped who you are. Let's find out what success really means.
Yes, let's do it. It's the first. Sorry guys that I'm late. I was having computer issues. I had to reboot like 3 times, but I got it up and running. So here I am. Sorry.
Hooray!
I know. I was like, I'm so sorry. My computer's doing weird things. Okay.
Almost got a BBB show without BBB.
Yeah,
Gross.
I almost texted them and said, "Go, just go."
Or not to be.
All right.
I
So
love
what?
you, kid.
So question number 1: what do you believe is the secret to success in a relationship?
Not killing the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Just not hating each other.
I found that divorce works great for me.
Wow, guys!
I think that's the opposite.
Wow, guys! Oh, hi, Lejemin. Hi, Sin.
When it comes to,
Oh,
you look at a relationship in the sense of like something that would be, let's just example online. I think the success of it would be is not having the primary person involved in the relationship, and you go ahead and proceed with said venture without them.
Okay.
Like starting a show on time without the main host.
I knew it was how I was waiting.
Stop it.
oh no.
I couldn't help it.
By the way, the record, I was all for going ahead and starting the show.
Yeah, Danny was like begging me. He was like, just do it. Just hit the button. Just do it.
Well, guess what? Going
No.
forward, if I am late past 5 minutes, just start.
No, I only wanted him to do it just so I could see your face when you popped on and we were already live.
Oh, it's fine. I would have been fine. I
do
trust
want
you guys. You guys are my panel for a reason.
I do want to give a real
But
life.
that shocked face would have been priceless. I
You can
swear.
go ahead, Shane. I also want to give more.
Oh, yeah, we was talking about starting without you, and yeah, I was gonna intro. It was like, welcome to BBB, mother effers.
Oh no, no, no. Cut out my monetization. I know, demonetized.
But no, like in a relationship, I think like the real key to that success, I think it's like love that like how do you phrase it? The not unadulterated, not unquestionable. What's the word I'm looking for?
Equated.
You accept the people for who they are as a partner in your life. What is that phrase? Jeez.
Soulmate.
Accept them for who they are.
Mm-hmm.
No, accepting the person for who they are.
Yeah,
You know their
I think that's
flaws.
important.
They accept your flaws, and you two can, you work with each other, bounce off of each other. Love you unapologetically, sort of say.
Hey.
It's fine to have fights. It's healthy to have fights, but as long
Making
as,
up's fun.
yeah, as long as at the end of
Can
the day we have an understanding that okay, yeah, that you can talk about it. I think it really is just truly love, really love. Unapologetic. That might have been the word I was trying to say.
That's my word.
Unconditionally. That's what I was looking for. Unconditionally. It's fine to fight, but remember, they're not perfect and you're not perfect.
It's okay to argue about which shovel you're using as long as you're both burying the body together.
Exactly. We might argue about depth, but
Yeah.
hey, I want to go a foot deeper. Well, I'm tired. Okay,
So
you
buy
grab-
a plot.
keep a lookout.
I asked my dad once what the secret to a good relationship was, and he looked at me and said, "Love's an imaginary feeling between two fools. You should join the priesthood."
Explains a lot, Dan. I think I asked my dad once what the secret to a healthy relationship was, and he said just 2 words: "I'm sorry."
Oh,
But for me personally, I think communication 1000% is if you tell each other everything, you'll make it through. I think as long as you're still acting as a team and you're not trying to like keep score with each other, like you did this and then I did this, don't do that. That's a great way to kill a relationship.
Yeah.
Now you tell me.
But I think the most important thing for me has always been communication. Just tell each other absolutely everything. Don't have secrets. Secrets are toxic.
I think so.
Yeah, even if it's about stupid little shit. Like every time I go to McDonald's or cheat on my diet or something, I tell her immediately. Like I don't even lie about that shit.
Well, no, but the whole thing is that like when you lie about the little things, then it makes people wonder what else you're lying about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't have the trust. So it's just better. Like I sometimes in a really like my longest relationship, I would just come clean with stuff like if I cheated on my diet or whatever.
Exactly.
And he literally would say like, "Why are you telling me that?" And I'm like, to be honest,
because you have to know everything.
I don't care. I'm like, okay, well, still.
My last wife's biggest complaint with me was I didn't tell her stuff because I don't volunteer information like that. You have to ask me to get an answer. I'm not just going to come out and tell you something like, "Oh, I cheated on my diet today. I had a piece of damn cake, buddy." If your cake's missing, you're like, "Where'd that piece of cake go?" Then I'm going to fess up,
I don't know. My wife and I, we've been married still for 20 years. And, at the end of every day when she gets home from work, we ask each other how our days went. Like that hasn't changed in 20 freaking years.
I had that same relationship for 19 years with my wife I was with the longest of any of them. And if she had not passed away, we were the same way. We'd probably still be together.
Right.
But after she passed away, I didn't have too many successful relationships that lasted longer than 6 or 7 years.
Well, she's a part of you,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like just like a shard of your life gets, torn off of your person, and it's like you can't deal. Like I was married once before and I couldn't deal with him. I really couldn't. He left me a widow at 36. So I'm like,
Oof.
yeah, I found his body gone, whatever. But
Yikes.
long story short is, I
Hey,
told my
Jake.
second husband here,
Well,
I said,
that's
"You're my
it.
second, and you'll be my last, because I don't want any more man drama after you." No, but no, I seriously. I mean, you're right. The more you could talk and keep open lines of communication going and being transparent, really does help.
I think so. I think that every relationship I've been in, the most successful for relationships I've had is um, just being honest and upfront and not breaking their trust, like keeping the trust
Yeah.
and being just honest. And like what broke me and my ex-husband up is that he would lie to me constantly, and it would be about things that didn't need to be lied about. And therefore, I just saw from there our relationship go downhill. Like he would bring me this little wooden box and say he made it, but I'd see it made in China sticker and gold on the bottom. And I'm like, why would you lie about that? Why wouldn't you just say, I saw this, I thought of you, it's still sweet. Why would you say you made it?
Yeah, women pull that bull and ask you them trick questions like, "Does this outfit make me look thin?" No matter,
Right.
I
no matter
already know
what you
not to ask
say,
that question.
no matter what you say, you're doomed. Because if you say, "Yeah, it does," you can go, "You liar, you know it don't." And if you say, "Yeah, no, it makes you look like Miss Piggy," then you're in the doghouse too. So no matter which way you go, you're through, because women ask trick questions.
I didn't never ask those questions because I
Yeah,
didn't
my
want to
wife
know the
never asks
answer.
those questions either. Like,
I didn't want to
I
ever know
didn't
the
ask those
answer. I'm
questions.
just like,
she
if
knows
I'm
what she looks
okay.
like, and she knows that to me, it's fine. I don't care.
Mhm.
My last wife had more sense than to ask me a question like that too.
Thank you, Sid. That's sweet. I would make you a wood box, BBB, because that's what friends do.
It
Thank you,
depends on what
Sid.
kind of wood box you're talking about.
Yeah, as long as it's not a coffin.
It's gross.
We're in November now.
Yeah.
We're in November now. It's
It,
over.
it was just a little jewelry box, like just a little wooden jewelry box. And it was really cute. And all he had to say is, I saw this and it made me think of you and I bought it for you. And I'd have been really touched. But to say, like, I made that for you, I made that. And I flip it over and there's a made in China sticker at the bottom. And I'm like, why does it say made in China? He goes, I put that there. I'm like, oh, another lie.
Did he tell
Another
you he went
lie.
to China for the afternoon?
I know, right? Did you make it in China?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You should have
It
said
was-
it's beautiful. You should have said it's beautiful. I want you to make me 2 more.
Oh, he just went right back to the store, bought it, and bought 2
No,
more.
no,
I'm
you
sure.
want to watch him. You want to watch him make them. You want to see how it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was
Well,
just
if you
things.
ever need a coffin, I know a guy.
You look like you could be building coffins in that outfit.
I know, right? So, so that's question number 1. Does anybody else have anything to add to how to be successful in a relationship?
I'm like the wrong person to ask.
Okay. Well, then you don't have to add
Um,
anything.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Also, give each other space. Don't hover over each other.
Yeah,
you know.
please.
I think one of the things for me in a relationship is that the person really, truly, honestly know me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if someone said, "Oh, Chrissy did that," they would instantaneously be like, "No, she would never do that." Or like just know you down to the core, like know what you like. Okay, you pull up to a McDonald's drive-through and they know your order. And they might ask you like, "Hey, do you want anything different of the usual?" But I mean,
True. Very true.
But I'm just saying, like my ex-husband still, like, after 8 years, couldn't remember I hated onions on my cheeseburger.
Okay,
Could not remember for nothing. And I'm like, this drives me insane. Like, I
That's
don't
not
know
asking
why.
to read your mind. That's something that he should have picked up on 8 years ago.
Exactly. Like, please get it with no onions. So I was like, no onions, please. Just order it with no onions. And then even if we go to Taco Bell, it's bean burritos, extra red sauce, no onions.
Mm.
It's easy, right?
Would seem
You
so.
could never remember it.
And my husband
Yeah.
doesn't eat pickles on hamburgers.
If you're understand the way I'm saying this, if you're committed to the bit, you're going to remember the process.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly.
1000%.
It just made me feel like he never really paid attention.
Yeah.
That
And so
Yeah.
I was like, you can't even remember I don't like onions, raw onions. That's sad.
yeah, it is.
And so I just always felt like, for me, the best relationships I've had is where I genuinely knew the person and they knew me. And like, you could be comfortable around them doing just about anything and know that, like, if they didn't agree with you, they were going to tell you. But if they did agree with you, they were also going to tell you. But even if you were wrong, they would still defend you. But then they would tell you later, like,
Exactly.
it
Yes.
wasn't right. You were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Well, they tell you
support
things.
each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I figure it this way too. It's like, when you're with somebody, and you may tell them something they don't like to hear, and vice versa. They may tell you something you don't want to hear. I mean, and you get mad, and you get real incensed by it. And I always say this: it's like if it was somebody who's a stranger to you, you wouldn't say, "Ah, fuck you," excuse my language, and walk away.
Ooh,
I
I'm
put the
sorry, I'm
advisory
sorry.
up, so we're good.
ah, la, la, la.
You believe
That's
Tracy
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
one that did it. No, boy, no. I'm in an alternate universe.
No, that's the way I feel. It's like in other words, they wouldn't give a stink about you regardless, okay? But now, if it's somebody you really do care about and somebody you're with, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your mom or your husband, brother, uncle, whatever, there's a passion to that being upset that because you care about that individual, that's why it hurts so much, but you're going to tell your friend something like, hey, don't go over there, there's a cliff, you'll fall like thousands of feet down. I mean, you've got to be honest and tell people sometimes things that they don't want to hear too. I
Yeah,
mean, but that's how you feel comfortable with
You
the
also have to be
person
willing
too.
to hear things you don't want to hear. Yeah.
exactly. And then,
And that's why I get so upset with them, because there's a passion to it. See, like I say, if it's somebody off the street, you don't give a stink about it. But if it's your, significant other or something, you're gonna take it really wrong.
I've always been a very open person. So I try to look at things from both angles. Like, I try to look at it from how they would perceive it
Mhm.
and then how I'm feeling about it. And I always try to be fair on that aspect of, okay, maybe I was just being sensitive.
Mhm.
You also have to
Maybe
be
I was,
willing to admit it. Like, if you are being
Yeah.
unreasonable and you realize you're being unreasonable, you have to be willing to say, okay,
admit it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and no one to
Um,
say sorry when you're wrong. If I'm
Or
wrong,
when
I
you're not.
say I'm wrong.
And you can't always blame the other person for everything.
No.
You can't.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's not always the other person's fault. Like, things happen. How about we work together as a team to get through
Mhm.
it? I'm not going to stop blaming. When you point one finger, three point back at you.
That's
It's
right.
like, it makes your relationship stronger when you do things together. Now, my brother and my sister-in-law are hilarious. They said the thing that's going to cause them a divorce finally is them putting up a shed or doing a project together. Because every time
Yeah.
they do a project together, they fight really bad. It's funny. But I don't know. Anyways, I think we all agree pretty much on that one.
Yeah.
What is a successful relationship? Even though I'm single.
It really is just communication. Just talk to each
Yeah.
other about
Yeah.
everything.
You
Don't
have a
hold back.
daughter who tells you stuff, and she may not want you to hear, but she tells you anyways, and vice versa. So you
Mhm.
tell her stuff too. It doesn't have to be a significant other or a spouse.
Yes.
It could be somebody who you're really
A parent, a
close to.
sibling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Mhm.
You have any? I don't have any, but
Yeah, I talk to my mom a lot.
mhm.
Um, Okay, second question. What's your key to achieving success in your finances or career?
Hmm.
Do, do, do,
Figuring out how simple technology works. I'm hold on. I'm typing here into the StreamYard lobby comments.
I saw you
They
said
should be
something to
popping up
Tracy.
on yours, but they're not.
I see it. Yeah.
I see it in the private chat. You said something to Tracy.
No, not that. I'm talking about the general community comments.
Oh.
That's weird. That's never done that before.
Hi, Cursed.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
take it as such.
I was
so no,
cussing
no,
him out.
Shane, no problem. You're cool with me. I love you, even though what your mom says.
No,
Hey,
when you
Zebo.
were talking, I started laughing. But Jake Hudson's
Oh, that's
comment was
okay.
on the screen, and it's just his avatar, just that fire behind him. I'm like, "What are you mad about? What are you mad?" Oh, God.
I don't take it to you know.
Jake's going Super Saiyan. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Okay.
Well, like, why was the question?
Okay. What or how do you wait? No. What's your key to achieving success in your finances or career? What do you think is your key?
Stop buying dumb stuff. It was a great moment in life when I started truck driving, and it was like, when I opened my wallet, dust and flies didn't come out anymore. There was actually physical paper I could transfer for goods there. And it was just like, yay, what do I want to buy? It's like, stop. Stay to the essentials. Stick to your needs. Focus. Managing, balancing a budget. That's a real quality thing right there. Know what you can spend. It's like going into a casino. Only spend what you know you can lose and not feel bad about it. I think that's about the same way in
$40.
life.
That's how I feel.
Know what you can sacrifice and still be good.
Yeah.
I definitely look at it that way. Drugs really messed me up. But
Don't do drugs. That's a good story.
Don't do drugs.
hey, that was one of the best ways I got off of the amphetamines and cocaine. I looked at my wallet and it was just like, oh, there's nothing there. Well, I guess I'm done with this. And that was it.
So,
That was it. I was done. But, cigarettes and alcohol, that was a whole nother story. I got to deal with that. But you don't live outside your means. You can afford it. Okay. But balance your budget and make sure you can afford it.
And make sure you have a cushion.
Money management, I really think. Pay your bills, people. Come on. I'm tired of seeing people on these videos. Like, oh, man, why are you repulling my car? Because you didn't pay your bill. But yeah, and then they jump in the car while the tow truck is hooked up too. It was like, hey.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Yeah.
Not like
I always go ahead, Tug.
I was just gonna say, like, for me and my wife, like, we're a one-person income. Like, technically I make a little bit of money off of YouTube and my writing and stuff, but it's barely anything. So we have somehow managed to make it work in 2025 with just one-person income. And I think one of the ways we do that is we budget very, very carefully. And we even have a whiteboard on our fridge where we write everything that we spend every pay period, so that we know, and we have it sectioned off essentials, non-essentials, and so we know exactly how much we're spending. And just seeing it in literal black and white really helps. And again, basically everything you said is exactly true. You just have to know what you have, what you can spend. Don't get in debt. Really, really try to avoid debt. credit cards are evil.
Mm.
And yeah, pay your bills on time. I don't know why paying your bills on time is so hard for some people. I've never had a problem with that. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just it's all common sense stuff. The hardest part is having a cushion. Like I said, you definitely have to have like a few $1,000s at the very least squirreled away just in case, your car explodes or something. You never know. Like now that I'm a homeowner, I've constantly got things breaking in my house that I didn't even know I needed, like there's always something that's going to come
You
up.
always need an emergency backup.
Yeah, so you always have to budget that in. Make sure that you have that cushion because, stuff's going to hit the fan. It's going to happen. It happens to everybody. It's going to happen every year. You just have to, it's baked into the cake.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I've been on a lucky roll, ain't I?
What?
Nothing. Well, so the secret of my success right there is a little different than yours. It was managing to get hurt so bad that I was disabled and be on disability and not get killed.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding.
If I had not got injured so bad I was on disability, then I probably would have had a longer career. What? Yeah. But I've been on disability now for 12 years. And I'm on full disability. I got all kinds of bad stuff happen to me. The last one that took me out was a major car wreck where I rolled it down the hill.
Oh gosh.
I broke my back, broke my shoulders and my legs, and messed me all up for a long time. And
No.
they deemed me unable to work after that. So
that's miserable.
Yeah.
I guess that depends on your perspective of life. I wanted early retirement. God gave it to me.
Yeah. I think too, never forget to treat yourself so that you remember why you're working. Like I always put a little money aside for myself for either like a nice lunch that week or dinner or something to remind myself that's why I'm working. It's not just neglecting myself or like I'm working, I'm doing the job, I'm working hard to do the job. I'm going to reward myself a little bit, but not extreme. You've got to within budget. Like, I wanted a new laptop. So I put money aside every payday. I would sock money aside. And when I had twice the amount that the laptop cost, I allowed myself to buy the laptop.
Yeah, my husband breaks out the Excel and we just sort of do it that way, the budgeting and things
my
like
wife
that.
used to do it that way.
Yeah. And the thing too is like, like you're saying, my husband's been doing most of the work and stuff here lately because I was in between jobs. Now I'm still waiting for a thing on my disability because I've got issues. And long story short is that we've been on his income now for a while, and he gets the nice thing is he gets like 6 people who are over 60, they get money. I think that's like SSI or something. I don't know, Social Security. But long story short is like, I told him, look, I mean, for you to get a chef and a maid and a psychiatrist and all these things I do around the house, that costs money. So it's like, that's sort of like you paying me back. So I get my nails done every so often, and just little things. I don't I don't get meat goals. I don't get big clumping diamond jewels,
Yeah, learn to be a cheap date. That really helps.
Books.
Yeah. Oh, I am. He could tell you.
I'm also one that gets very satisfied easily with just like I
could buy my wife like a $4 Grogu and she would be happy for a month. So.
Yeah, exactly. But that again is part of knowing her.
Yeah, exactly. I also know she hates flowers. That also really helps because flowers are expensive.
When they die,
flowers are expensive.
You gotta remember, diamonds are forever.
Yeah, like yours.
Diamonds are also our birthstone.
Diamond.
Diamonds are Shane and I's birthstone.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
BBB.
Yeah.
The place where I park my truck.
Yeah.
There's like a Family Dollar like sits there right there adjacent to the lot. I go in and I'm buying cigarettes, and you know, this younger black kid. He got his little half dreads going on. Da, da, da. It's just kind of like he don't want to be there. Really, he's probably high, and you know, he's just like, I need to know your birthday. I'm like, well, 420. He's just like, that's crazy. I'm like, well, yeah, and started naming off events, and he was just like, no, that's my birthday too.
Oh,
no.
I was like,
Awesome.
bull. He
Bam.
went into his wallet and pulled out his ID, and he's like, yeah. He's a 420, baby. I was like, I pulled him out. I was like, and I told him about you, and he was like, man, I barely meet y'all, man. I was like,
That's
yo.
funny.
Club.
I introduced Buff one time to a guy in Oklahoma that also had our birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now you're
Um,
Quince.
yeah. But it's funny every time you find somebody that shares the same birthday as you, you're like, oh. Do you guys actually have people that you know that share the same birthday as you?
I did when I was a
Used
kid, and his
to.
name was also Eric, which was
Really?
fun.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
knew a kid named Fred who had his birthday on the same as mine.
God,
Yeah.
the only person I know in my birthday is Jason Voorhees.
Right. The
That's pretty
only,
cool,
like,
though.
major star I could think of that was born as Mel Brooks. His birthday's the same as mine.
Vivian Lee is the only one that I remember that has the same birthday as me. But remember the 5th of November.
Yeah,
Speaking
right.
of birthdays,
Oh, it's coming.
It is coming. It's on Wednesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say today's the 1st. Hold up.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, I'll have one on the 13th of this month where I'll turn 60 years old.
You're so old.
No shit.
God.
You know what?
They were gonna do. I was telling them backstage before you got there, BBB.
Yeah.
They were gonna do a high school reunion like Buff went to for our high school for my class, but
Yeah.
since there were only 6 of us left, they said nah. They thought it was
What?
being fast-paced.
Could
There's
take
6
me out for
people left in
dinner.
my graduating class. Out of the
Oh,
whole
gosh.
school. Out of the whole school.
Look what Jeff said. Jeff said, my ex once said, buy me plants instead of flowers. Ha! Later she asked, why don't I ever buy me?
Oh, just quick side note of the reunion. The main girl that was like organized everything and hosting it, she had like our senior yearbook. And I was just like, there's an Easter egg in that yearbook, right? And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you remember Matthew Todd, my best friend? I was like, there's 3 photos throughout that yearbook. There's a hidden little character there. And they're like Teletubbies. Because we were both on yearbook staff, so we got some free reign. But we have a Teletubby just kind of hidden in the photos. Little small plush
Oh, how
dolls.
funny.
And the big photo, they, we're all in the gym, the entire senior class. And it was like, well, where is it? I was like, look harder. And it's right there. It was the red one, whichever one that was. There's one that's blatant, and then there's another one we kind of hid off in a shot. And like nobody ever noticed that. It was like, you mother. Like, now you'll never unsee it. Wow. Anyway,
Yes,
sir.
cursed. November 5th, 1955. Very important day in history.
Shut up, Curse.
you were not born in.
No, I was not born in 1955, but that is the day that Doc Brown came up with the flux capacitor.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was about to say, you liar. I wasn't even born in 55. My dad graduated high school in 55. My husband was born in 55.
My
Danny,
dad
you
was
said
born
your
in
birthday
50.
was November 16th?
November 16th. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what I thought.
My birthday's November the 13th.
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 Just
Oh,
like
that's
Jason
right.
Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Come on, man.
That's
They were
right.
pretty
Sugar was his birthday was the release of Star Wars. Yeah.
I think it's on a Saturday this year, maybe.
Tracy, when's your birthday?
In June, the end of it, the 28th. And a week later, I get fireworks, being it's the 4th of July all the time.
Right.
So it's kind of like a birthday week for me.
I actually had an older brother named Michael who was born on the 4th of July.
Wow.
My
Cancer.
brother
They
is
got a movie.
my brother is July 1st and my nephew is July
Wow.
3rd.
Neato.
And today is my niece Ashley's birthday. So happy birthday, Ashley.
Oh.
Everybody in my family except me has their birthday on the 16th of some month, which is like this
Oh, wow.
weird, just weird oddity coincidence.
In my
That's
house,
like my family.
in my house, birthday started in April. My dad's birthday was April 12th. My mom's birthday was May 13th. And they were expecting me on June 14th, but I didn't come out right away.
Yeah, I was actually scheduled for December 16th, but I
Mhm.
decided I was in a hurry. So
I got
Always be those 3
I got-
months.
I got 7 kids, and 6 of them have birthdays in November and 1 don't. And I've always wondered about that one being mine or not.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
You know who you are if you're listening.
oh no.
So what does your will say? You get nothing.
Until you have a DNA test.
Jeez.
wow.
That's been brought up.
So yeah, my grandbaby is due this month.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's exciting.
Yeah, no
So
kidding.
my family, they're
Pop out.
I know, right?
I got excited for the first 4 or 5 too.
I'm just excited, okay?
Oh, sure, you're first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It gets less exciting once it gets up into teens.
Oh, I'll be excited. I'll be having me a shotgun. I have my Mossberg.
Do you know what sex it is yet?
She
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. So
Wow.
my family, the birthdays are funny because it's like 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. We're all like right smack in the
that's
middle.
fun.
15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. So it's like
In the same month?
no, in different
Oh.
months, but it's like 15th, 18th, 20th. Like my daughter's January 18th, my mom's August 15th, my dad is September 15th, my grandma is October 30th, but she's passed, so her birthday just passed. Hi, Rome. Hugsies, Rome. But like all my nieces and nephews and everybody, it's like their birthday is in like this 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Like it's like this of each
It's
month.
like string. Yeah, it's like
It's just funny.
a flush. There you go.
Yeah, the only one that's off is my niece, whose birthday's today, and she's November 1st.
Oh, wow.
And we're like,
birthday.
oh, she's off.
Mhm.
But yeah.
You're getting hugsies from Rome.
Yeah.
Hugsies, Rome. Hugsies. All right, next question. I think we're done with that question, right?
Flood.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated when success feels far away?
Okay.
What?
Dun, 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 dun,
Did I hear
dun.
you right?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I
He was
might have
just
heard that.
singing Eric Clapton. That's all he was
I
doing.
might have heard that wrong.
Fuck it, I got it.
Well,
They say
You find my
motivated.
motivation in the blunt, man. I smoke it a ganja.
I think my simple answer is just, like that. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah. Integrity, motivation.
It's like you can work hard for your success to get where you are. If you feel you're in a position that you work to get into and you feel like you're doing better than you were on as opposed to worse times, all it can do is be motivation to, well, maybe let me work a little harder, kick it more in a gear, and maybe I can get a little bit more success. It's like keeping that eye on the prize, and maybe I could look down the road and maybe I can make that road a little smoother.
mhm.
Sort of say. There might be some mumbo jumbo garbage, but I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think
That and
also a
cocaine.
big key is to make realistic goals.
hmm
I admire your incredibly positive outlook on life.
hmm
Personally, I think it's just pure insanity. Like I don't know why I do the things that I do, but I don't have really a choice. Like I spent, good 20, 30 years banging my head against the wall trying to get a book published. And I kept doing it, not because I wanted to achieve a goal, but just because I had no choice. Like it didn't even occur to me that I could stop, you know? And to this day, like I do my YouTube channel, there's like this OCD thing that kicks in where I have to release a video every couple of weeks. And if I don't, then I'm doing something wrong. My OCD will like drive me insane. So it's not for me. I don't have any really lofty goals for a career. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home dad. That was my big ambition, was to be a stay-at-home dad, and I succeeded at that. So like, yeah, for me, it's more of just a mindset. It's like I can't choose not to. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like
For me, it is too. For me, it's I see something, I want to achieve it, or I want to do it. I see myself, and then I literally will put sticky notes. I will write myself notes, sticky notes. They'll be on the mirror in the bathroom, on my bedroom door, on the front door. So when I walk out the door every day, my goal is like, bam, in my face. Like this, you want this,
I love y'all so much. Y'all are so positive and outlooking. It makes me feel bad sitting over here in the corner and everything, listening to y'all talk, because honestly, my biggest problem right now, the only thing stressing my mind is which comic book I'm going to look through and review Tuesday.
Well, for me,
You have truly succeeded, sir.
I'm at the bottom of the barrel of success.
I disagree.
See,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the life of a child, man.
If that's all I had to worry about, I'd be happy.
And I watch movies and I talk about movies on YouTube, and my biggest problem is which comic book I'm going to read this week. Come on, man.
What's wrong with that, man?
There's nothing wrong with that, Dan. Nothing wrong at all.
You have built an impressive comic book collection there.
Yes.
From something you love. Is that not a form of success in your eyes?
Yeah, no kidding.
To build such a great collection? I mean,
you got like rare stuff too.
Yeah, I know. Danny's got cool stuff.
Yeah.
See, like,
but once again, there's a difference between having a career and being a success and being able to afford fancy cars and big houses because you're such a success, or reading a comic book and getting high this week. There's a little difference there.
Yeah, I think you measure success incorrectly, but we'll get to that. That's, I think,
so everybody perceives successes differently.
Yeah.
See, for me, I always look at it this way. I say, if you really want something, you're going to be tenacious. You're going to fight for every minuscule molecule in your body for it. Kind of like, I hate to put this in this terms, but like, the movie Rocky, where he wanted to go the distance with the it's like he had to put himself in this mindset of where like he wants it bad, and that's how I know it. Like if
I talk a lot of crap,
if you want something,
I chose my life.
Yeah, work for it. So that's the way I am. I'm like, everything I've ever done that I've ever been successful in is because like I really wanted it so badly that I could see it, and it's just, of course I had trepidations and things too, but for the most part, I mean, anything I really want to, I moved to Florida. Here I am, I mean, I didn't let like other people stop me or family members stop me. I didn't want to live their lives. I want to live my life.
Right.
Yeah, there's going to come a point where the thing that you want to do, you're going to notice that a lot of people are going to try to stop you.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, people are going to try to stop you. And you just kind of have to bake that into the cake again. Like you have to just
Mhm.
accept that and say that it's not going to stop you, because if you let other people stop you, then like you said, you're not living your life, you're living the life they want for you, which is different.
Yeah, and I believe me, growing up and being in a Jewish household, and my
No, yeah.
aunts, they always say, "Why don't you marry a nice, quiet Jewish guy?" I'm like, because I'm not a quiet Jewish girl, and my husband is not Jewish.
Nice answer. I like it.
You know, I'm not really attracted to my own kind. You know,
Calm down, Bob. Calm
because
down.
most of them, my mom was listen.
No, wait, I can't say that because
No, but I mean, I make jokes, but seriously, in all seriousness, you just got to do what you have to do for yourself. And if you really want something or attain it, you're going to want it so badly that you're going to work twice as hard for it, and nothing's going to stop you, and nothing's going to get in your way.
Yeah.
Like we worked on the, on those landing gears or whatever they were, but you wanted that job, so you worked hard for that job. If you didn't work that hard, you really didn't want it, you wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, even when I was a kid and people would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would say that I was a writer. I didn't say I want to be a writer. I would say I am a writer. Like as a kid, I had that mindset that like, it's who I am. I can't change that. And I don't want to change that. That's just what I do. And I think that mindset has really helped me stay focused, like in ways that, when I was in college, I was really surprised by how my peers, like how many of my peers had no idea what they were going to do with their lives. Whereas like I was in college and I just wasn't entirely sure like what degree I was going for, but I knew I was a writer first and foremost. Like no matter what else I did with my life, I knew what I was. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad who could write. That was my thing. That's what I always wanted. And like, I don't know, maybe the fact that I had that mindset is the reason I managed to succeed at my goal. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's my roundabout way of agreeing with you.
That's my problem. I'm really kind of a humble person. I don't really care about, fancy stuff or gold Rolexes or sports cars and none of that. I've had all that stuff, but they don't really mean nothing to me now.
Objects.
Just stuff. I've had stuff come and go so many times it's not even funny. After a while you humble down and you realize that it's more about the quality of life, and it just mainly just being happy. If you're happy, you're good. No matter, you can live in a shack in the woods like Grizzly Adams, but if you're happy, that's all that really matters. And I've always managed to be okay enough to be happy.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams was pretty happy. So
yeah,
I'm happy because,
I had a good life.
I concur. I concur completely. Kind of spoiling the answer for the last question, but yeah.
It's fine. We'll get there. What is that?
But I think quality of life is the most important thing, to being happy.
Yeah.
Happy, joy. But I still have problems with, like you said, goals and stuff are like, you want to write that book and do this and do that. I can't be like that because I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Thanks, Bono.
What I'm looking for. Yeah. All right. So what is your biggest accomplishment in life and what did it teach you? And I got to help my dad.
Okay.
So, thanks.
Well, I'll just give you a quick answer and I'll moderate.
Okay.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. I got to help put my mom to bed.
Do your thing. For me, it was my son, having my son. That's my biggest accomplishment.
Question already? What?
And like, what has he taught me? I don't know. I'm still learning it. I don't know. I'm still working on that. Right now, he's teaching me about like math things that I've never ever known in my life and never really wanted to know, but I know them now. But no, just
a smart kid.
That gauntlet that every parent goes through, especially the first few years, they were pretty hard for my mental state. But getting through that and really learning, not just as a thought experiment, you're supposed to take care of this kid because this kid is supposed to be more important to you than you. Like you can understand that from a theoretical standpoint, but once you have a kid and you actually like experience it, it's a completely different beast. And it's
Like
really hard to describe to somebody who's never had one. And I guess that's what he's like. Having a kid has both humbled me and made me proud in a way that I didn't know was possible. I have mellowed out significantly. People who knew me like 20 years ago would be shocked by how mellow and laid back I am. So yeah, just having my son and maybe writing books or two, getting Paradox published, even though I had to do it myself. Like, that's an accomplishment, but it's nothing compared to having a kid. So there you go. That's my answer.
I think mine would be like, being with my husband. I've known him since 1999, and it's like, and it took us 9 years to get married. So
that happens. Yeah.
And now we've been married for like 17 years or something like that. But long story short, he's my first one. My second one, I guess, was in my career, as I made it to, well, at the time, Rick Scott was the governor down here. And I actually got a thank you letter from his office thanking me because I worked for the state for a while, and I helped one of our customers, or one of the businesses that is down here in Florida, and I helped them in like kind of like a major way. I made it to the governor's list of best employees.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I've got the letter here somewhere in this messy room. But yeah, he sent me a letter and everything. I was like, I still didn't get a raise or anything from it, but I thought it was pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
So
that is pretty cool. I like that. It's neat.
Mm-hmm. And he thanked me for helping them all.
What about you, Dan? What do you got?
Repeat the question real quick.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. I'm in full screen mode, so it's going to take me a second. What is your biggest accomplishment in life, and what did it teach you?
My biggest accomplishment in life. Now, that's a really good question. I guess my biggest accomplishment in life was finally raising all my children and letting them go off into the world to live their own prosperous lives. Oh. I no longer have to babysit the children no more. They've grown up and off on their own. Yay.
Yeah.
All the little birds have left the nest.
As long as they flew, that's all that matters.
And now the nest is big and comfortable and quiet. Thank you.
And full of comic books. What about you, Shane? What do you got? Shane.
Oh, man.
I got to deal with a dog for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Everybody's leaving. I'm the only one on screen.
Hold on. I'm doing something. But my audio is all messed up. Hold on. Oh, God, I'm having some issues. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, yeah.
Biggest accomplishment in life. Wow. That's somewhere between wow. Somewhere between being a bad mother trucker.
That's a good one.
Carrying on the family legacy. Well, I'm gonna say legacy, but it's kind of a tradition. But that, or maybe getting as far as I did with law enforcement field. That might be the one. Was I'd already been involved with it to an extent, but fully brought in, being held a hero by
nice.
entire damn county.
Nice.
Because of that incident. That might be it. Yeah. They crowned me 2019. It's so stupid. 2019 Clayton County Citizen of the Year. This is a ceremony and everything. I got the plaque and everything. I was just like, what? And they didn't even tell me. They just invited me to the award ceremony. It's just like, oh, we do this
Surprise!
every year. And I'm just sitting there at a table by myself because I'm just in a room full of cops and personnel. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna sit over here. Like, I didn't know too many people in my county's department. I knew more in my local city's department. So this is a new group of people of like I don't really know. So I just sat at a table by myself. And slowly, a couple guys came and gathered around or whatever, sat down at the table, and they're looking at me like, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's just like, I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? All right, okay, cool." And they start naming off awards. This, that, dispatcher of the year, whatever, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And it's like now we
Wow.
want to recognize our citizen of the year. He stood up to they had to put on this whatever the way whatever the way they say these things. And as the person that was announcing it was describing it, I was like, oh, it was like that moment in Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler where what's his name is up in the balcony. He's like, that is my mother. That is my birthday. That is my money. It was like kind of that moment. I was like, oh, you're talking about me. Oh, wait, what's going on here? And it was like, so we like to bring him up to the stage. And I just went ahead and stood up. And as I stood up, those cops at the table, they just looked over at me with a weird look. It was just like, what are you standing up for? I was like, I'll be right back, fellas. And it just
You're like,
when I came off that stage, those guys at the table, everybody was giving me a standing ovation. Those guys at the table, they just stood there and just clapped at me and shook my hand. It was just like, that was you that did that? They knew
oh,
the
that's funny.
event. I was just like,
Sounds
yeah,
surreal. Yeah.
I know.
I just happened to be there.
I'm laughing at the irony.
But I hated being called a hero.
Most
Like,
heroes do. Yeah.
I did what I felt needed to be done. I honored my civil duty. And not even honor. Take that back. Take that back. Scratch that from the record. I didn't honor my civil duty. I saw something wrong going on, and I did what I felt was right from all the experiences I've had with Army stuff and police stuff. Everything I've been through, I knew I saw wrong, and this guy needed help, so I answered. And while other people, black people, were just standing around with their cell phones, ooh, world star, world star. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I did what I felt was right. So
To be
yeah, I'd have to
fair,
say
not everybody does
that.
that.
Yeah, I'd have to
Mhm.
say that was probably the answer to that question. Yeah.
See, I grew up watching Star Trek, buddy. I was a big Captain Kirk fan, so it's kind of natural for kids that grew up watching Star Trek and like Captain Kirk to always do the right thing.
Mhm.
Kind of the good guy complex.
It's almost like what Batman, you know, his
Well,
morality
No,
speech.
no,
Batman
no.
has a kind of a twisted sense of morality, but yes.
Yeah.
I do have to admit a guilty part of that too. I had been through a dry spell of fighting somebody, and I saw an opportunity.
Mm.
Oh, what a fight it was! It was great. I love to fight. I love to fight. And dear God, fighting a meth head that's taller than you,
Oof.
dear God, that was fun.
Anybody else win any awards? Just as an offshoot question, because like I've got one right here, right above Jason. It was the 2000 Maryland Writers Association Horror Novel of the Year for a book
Wow.
called Paradox. It never
Nice.
actually published.
Congratulations.
So,
Not worthy.
Oh yeah,
Since we're on
man.
the subject of awards, not as cool as his, but it's still very cool, and I keep it very prominently displayed. I keep that more like that's more precious to me than my degree, which I indiscriminate major in sciences I don't really care about.
Oh God.
Anybody else win any awards? That's my question.
And I got some awards for perfect attendance at work, if that matters, because I was always there.
Sure, because I'm terrible at that. Every job I ever had, I called out.
But I got a bunch of
because I could get
trophies
away with
from when I was a teenager for fishing. I used to be big in fishing. I won awards and trophies
cool.
for fishing.
Oh, there it is.
Set state records back in the day and whatever.
Man, I never catch fish. I catch turtles and snakes. I'm just like, what's going on?
What kind of bait you using? Pizza?
Yeah, right.
I switch it up all the time. I just keep catching the same other stuff than fish. What's going on?
Okay, well, since BBB is still not back, I guess we'll move on to the last question, honestly.
Oh, what's up, Casey?
Yay!
So, how do you personally define success, and has that definition changed over time? It's actually something that I think it was either Shane or Danny said earlier. It's just finding happiness, and it's not even happiness so much; it's just contentment. I think happiness sometimes is a tough ask, but if you're just content with where you are and living in the present and realizing that what you have is enough, and sure, there's going to be things that you want and more goals that you want to achieve, but I think true success is just being content. I know that's kind of a Zen answer, but it's really helped me mellow out. It's really helped me find my center. Because when I was younger, success was having lots of money, having fame, getting into Hollywood, writing screenplays, getting super published, becoming the next Stephen King, and things like that. I don't want to do that anymore. Like I've interacted with Hollywood enough to know that I do not want that lifestyle. I don't want to become one of those people. They're miserable. They're not happy, and I wouldn't be either if I had to live like that. And I think being able to have this very simple, relaxed life in the middle of America, doing what I want to do, that's success to me. Like I'm perfectly content with where I am. And sure, like I said, there's things I want, there's things I could do that make me happier. But as long as I'm content, I've succeeded. So that's my answer.
I think I used to feel the same way as you did. Like when I was a kid, I thought, success, okay, great, rock star, whatever,
Yeah.
But, and now that I'm 58 now, and I think success is making it to this age. In other words, like you're happy and you're healthy. That's the bottom line. Happy and healthy. That's all I ask, and that's success for me. Because a lot of people, like my mom, she passed when she was 56, and I've beaten her by 2 years. So,
that's how old my dad was too. I think he was actually a little younger, 54 or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like living vicariously for her. It's like I figured both my parents are gone, and I didn't have any brothers or sisters, so it's like, I live for them. Now they're seeing eyes through whatever. I believe that there's something greater out there, but they're seeing what I'm going through, and somehow I'm seeing life through their eyes as much as they're through mine. If that makes any sense.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was always more like my dad, so I was kind of a fighter too.
So
Sorry.
basically, we measure success by our peers. So I guess I'm very successful because I'm one of 6 peers left.
Well, if we're judging success by our peers, like I was talking about in the green room before we started, I went to high school with Lance Bass. I feel like I'm way more successful than that guy. So yeah.
Sorry it took me so long. My dad was watching the World Series.
Oh.
And so
with Chance?
No. That's where Chance is at though. But yeah, my dad was just watching the World Series, so like he's like got my mom on pause. And I'm hello.
I tell you what, I would watch baseball if the teams were like really hot chicks in string bikinis, but I'm not watching a bunch of guys play.
Baseball on TV is I don't watch baseball on TV, but if I go to a ball game
I love the ball
That
games.
is
Looking at the ballpark
good.
better.
I love that. I
The
would go to
ballpark
the
energy.
ballpark
Oh
any
my God. The only real sports I watch whatsoever is women's volleyball.
day. Gee, I wonder
Oh,
what.
God.
That's the only real sport I
Go, Danny,
watch.
go.
Wrestling, but that's not a real sport. It's the only real sport I ever stop on the TV is women playing volleyball. There's a couple
I
of
remember
really-
when I was young and I saw Katarina Witt at the Olympics, and she fell out of her top. I've loved
boy.
ice skating ever since.
God. See, I love hockey.
I do
I'm
love
a
hockey.
huge
I watch
hockey
hockey.
fan.
That's the one
I
sport
love
I watch.
hockey.
Yeah.
Like for my 50th birthday, my work, I didn't know that they had box seats at
Wow.
Oh my
the
God.
San Jose Sharks stadium. And
Nice.
I'm not a Sharks fan, but I'm a hockey fan.
There aren't
So
any Sharks fans.
yeah, they are. No, there really is. You should have seen how
Oh, I
big
know.
packed that
Just
place
teasing.
was.
The only time I've ever seen anybody play hockey was in a really bad movie with some ducks or something.
That's funny. But my work said, "Oh, it's your 50th birthday." The owner of the company bought box seats when the building was being built,
Wow.
so he has like lifetime box seats.
No,
Dang.
no,
And
there
so
was
That's
another one,
pretty cool.
Happy Gilmore or something where the
that's golf.
he played hockey
golf.
before he played golf, man. He played
Oh,
hockey.
he was hockey. He was a hockey
Yeah,
player.
well, I
Yeah.
spent a little brief part of a hockey game in that movie once. You know, I'm not a big
Yeah.
hockey person. I don't know about
What
that
about
stuff.
Strange Brew? Come on, man.
But I love hockey.
Goon.
Goon is a great movie. I love that movie. That's one of my favorites.
I love hockey.
I love hockey too. Like
only hockey experience
I remember when the Blues
movie.
won the Stanley Cup, like in 2019. All of St. Louis was drunk, like everybody.
Oh God.
It was a blast.
My grandparents are from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so I grew up as a Penguins fan.
I have a Penguins jersey actually.
So do I.
My friend
I
is
do
from
too.
Toronto, so he's a Leafs fan.
I decided when I was a kid that I liked the Pittsburgh Penguins because I liked penguins. I was
Me
like,
too. I did too. And then my grandparents were like, "Oh yeah, the Penguins are from Pittsburgh," and I was like, "Oh okay." But yeah, I never went with the Steelers like they loved the
Yeah.
Steelers, but I did totally take on the Pittsburgh Penguins as my hockey team.
Yeah.
I do have to say this one anecdote. I lived in Philadelphia not in Philadelphia, but outside of Philadelphia, Bethlehem. So one time I went to Philadelphia and I was wearing my Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, which I don't recommend doing that. You will get shot.
No,
but
that's like going into Oakland Raiders stadium wearing 49er gear.
Yeah, right.
but I had my 2-year-old son with me and I was carrying him around and he was wearing a Philadelphia Flyers jersey. So I was wearing my Pittsburgh Penguins jersey and he was my human shield. So it all worked
Oh,
out.
God. Wow, brave soul.
Mhm,
Brave,
really.
brave soul.
Got a lot of dirty looks.
I bet.
No, go to a Raiders home game wearing a Broncos jersey.
I'd
You
Right.
never go to a
will
Raiders game in
not
the first place.
It's almost
Yeah.
like it's almost
Hey,
like
watch
you're a
your
Cub fan back home, or you're a
But-
Sox fan, but you're never the two that they just don't mix. It's like Gator fans and Seminole fans.
Seminoles are
Right.
cool, yes.
They're like
Yeah.
polar opposite.
Well, when the Raiders were in California, me and my dad and my mom went to a game, and my mom decided to wear her 49er jersey because she's a 49er fan.
Oh no.
I didn't wear my Bears jersey because I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I just went with my dad wearing street clothes.
Mm.
But they were all decked out in their stuff. My dad's a total Ben Raiders fan since day one. My mom's totally loved 49ers forever. But they were throwing beer bottles.
Oh yeah.
It got so violent. Oh my gosh. Like the Raider fans do not play.
I
Same
found
with,
out. I found out if you go
I
to an
apologize on behalf of the Raiders fans.
I
They
found
can
out
be a little
an
rowdy.
Yes.
I found out if you go to the NWA concert wearing a Dukes of Hazzard t-shirt, security will buy you a free t-shirt.
Well done, Dan. Well done.
Oh, Dad.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, boy, I scored good because security bought me a big $30 t-shirt for free.
Yeah, I bet they did. They may also probably asked you to go change right then and there.
Oh, they wanted me to
Yeah,
put it on
right.
the table, man. They was real nice about it. Didn't want me to lose it.
But I love my Pittsburgh Penguins jersey. It's a Mario
I do
Lemieux jersey.
too. I love mine too. I can't remember who mine was. I've had it for 20 years.
Also, when I was in high school, my biology teacher was Mrs. Robitaille. She was actually related. She was like the aunt, I think, of Mark Robitaille, who was a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I'd
When
like
I was-
to piggyback off of what Tug said about that. Yeah, you said it was it seemed like a Zen answer, but I think you're absolutely
I think you're
well.
spot
I
on, yeah.
agree. I agree with what you say.
Mhm.
Happiness is it's like I is in the. Let me rephrase.
It's in the
that.
eye of the beholder?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder
Mhm.
or the beer holder. But
Cute.
success is
Cheers.
what you deem it to be in your own personal life. If you feel what you feel is, I made it. I did what I wanted to do. I got the damn thing done. That is success. It's you. It's so subjective.
It is.
It's really subjective. It's a personal based experience. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Agreed.
I always wanted a nice car. It didn't have to be top of the line or like a luxury car. I just wanted a decent, nice car that was
Mhm.
comfortable for me. I have a GMC Terrain SUV. I love it. It fits my lifestyle. It pulls my camper trailer, so I love it. It's not too bad on gas, so it works for
good.
me.
Mhm.
And like one of my biggest goals in my life was to own my own home. From the time I was a little girl, I wanted to own my own home. Hi, Too Tall Rob.
Nice
And
emojis.
I know, right?
I like the
And I
donuts.
finally accomplished that when I was in my 40s. And then when I went through my divorce, I lost it.
Easy.
So that really hurt me. But now my goal again is to own my own home again. Like I want my own home. And I will have it. I'm just waiting on prices of houses to go down a little bit. And then because it's just too high. In California right now, the average home, which I bought my home for like $220,000 in
You don't see that no more.
2015. It's worth almost 500,000 now. Like you
Oh,
just,
yeah.
yeah, it's insanity.
California
It's
ain't
insane.
cheap. It's expensive.
Yeah. Rent here for a 600 square foot apartment is $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
God
Mhm.
damn.
So for me being a single person, not, being in a relationship or being like with someone I could share rent with or something, how would you pay $1,800 a month for a 600 square foot
Mhm.
apartment? You know what I mean? Like how
In
could you physically do
California.
it? Yeah, when gas is almost $5 a gallon, when eggs are so expensive. My dad was just saying today, the blocks of cheese that he buys to smoke cheese, they're now $10 a block.
You can
Eesh.
smoke
It's like-
cheese?
My dad smokes
I'm
cheese.
teasing.
Yeah, he smokes cheese, and then I like to cut it up in cubes and then freeze it, and then I beer batter it and I deep fry it.
Oh God,
delicious.
you need to be talking like that.
My blood sugar is going up just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, my
Trying to
dad
lose weight,
smokes.
not gain it back.
My dad smokes.
Cheddar. Oh,
I may never
Yeah.
poop again.
No shit.
What? Man,
Yes, literally. Yeah.
But my dad makes was it Monterey Jack? Smoked
Mhm.
Monterey Jack,
That's
smoked
nice.
pepper jack. And then he does a third just regular like medium cheddar. But yeah,
This
he
is like a
smokes
nice
them in the
Christmas
smoker.
gift. Like
Yeah, he smokes the big
blocks.
blocks
Mm-hmm.
and then he puts them in like saran wrap, clean
Mhm.
wrap, and then they sit in the fridge. Well, first of all, they sit out for
Mhm.
what after he takes them out of the smoker, he wraps them in cling wrap right away
Nice.
to trap that smoke in there. And then they
Mm.
have to sit a week before you can start eating them.
Ew.
Wow.
But yeah, it's really good.
Mm.
My
But
neighbor
yeah.
is he's Laos, and like he's got his whole family, like 3 generations living in the same house, and sometimes they'll like give us food, like the best pho in the world.
Oh gosh, I bet.
When he
And
brings you over something to eat, do you feel like Hank Hill right there, buddy?
a little bit, yeah. But one day he was smoking something, and I could smell that it was cheese, and it smelled great. So I went over there, and he's like, "Oh, sure, here, have a bite." And I regret doing it because he was giving me homemade smoked scorpion cheddar, which if you don't know what that is, it'll hurt. It hurts a lot. It's a level of spicy I have never ever.
Oh
had.
yeah,
I order
wow.
Indian food medium, so like
Yeah,
I'm not a lightweight, but
right.
oh wow.
Fire.
I made him
my-
give me Hennessy after that just so I could like think again.
Yeah, no kidding.
I get larb, which is a Thai salad. Like I
Yeah.
get chicken larb, and I put it
Yeah.
on like the curly lettuce with rice, and I eat it like a taco, but wrapped in with a lettuce. And one of my Laos employees at work is the one that got me hooked on that larb. And I order it mild, but a couple times it has come and it is not mild. And I'm in the office going, oh, oh, oh.
Gallons worth of milk. I don't do spices too much.
Now.
Well,
Although
I can do like pickled jalapenos. I could do like some peppers. I love jalapeno poppers. Like all of those are good. Every now and then you'll get one that's a little
I
spicy.
like Mediterranean spices though. Those are always so good to me.
I'm a
And,
big fan of
Greek,
Indian spice.
too.
Like when I go to an Indian
Yeah.
restaurant, not
Mhm.
only do I order it medium, but I say I want real medium, not a white
Mhm.
person medium. I want
Mhm.
Indian medium.
Yeah.
The-
I have to
The,
specify.
it's
I
the
like
one
my
like
hot
with
mustard
lemon
with
chicken.
Chinese food.
Mhm.
I know
I
what
like
you
hot
mean.
mustard with my Chinese food, and I love the pepper oil, the chili oil.
Yeah,
I love chili
good stuff.
oil.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
like
all good.
sriracha
I
too?
love some tapatio or Tabasco. Like I love a little kick, but that sometimes those Thai chilies, whew, they are hot. Those
Yes,
Thai
they are.
chilies are hot. I'm more of a top of the mild scale. If you give if I went and ordered Indian food medium, it would have to be white people medium.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love tikka masala. Oh
Tikka
my
masala
god,
is
that
so
is one of my
good, yeah.
favorites. I love garlic naans. I love samosas. I love the chicken pakoda and vegetable pakoda. I love all the chutneys. Like, yeah, I totally love Indian food too.
I
But
could
I
live off
also,
of tamarind sauce. I
See,
freaking
I
love
like
yeah,
Greek and Middle Eastern. Like I like falafel. I
Waffle's
like
good.
shish
Yeah.
kebab. I
I love
love,
shish kebabs.
I
Yeah,
love Greek chicken with lemon, and all that. And those are the spices I could deal with. But like when you put anything hot on it, forget about it.
I love shawarma.
Yeah, shawarma's good.
I
Shawarma.
love shawarma
Mhm,
with oh my gosh, with some hummus. When they
mhm.
make shawarma sandwiches with the bread.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god,
to me
it's so
that's
yummy.
great. Hmm.
And then they have the
Baba
pickled
ganoush.
veggies.
I like baba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate
I
eggplant,
love
but I
that.
like baba ganoush, which makes
yeah,
no
it's
sense.
good stuff because
It's
mixed with
how it's
other
made.
things.
Yeah.
Because I don't like onions. Like I told you, I don't like onions, but I'll eat it in salsa
Mhm.
or
Wait,
pico de gallo
it's been cooked by the acid of the salsa.
of
So
the,
it's not,
the salsa. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'll
it
eat it in
blends in with the others.
ceviche. I'll eat it in ceviche and I'll eat it in
Ceviche.
salsa. But I like other than that, like I am one of those people that it's got onions.
I miss ceviche.
Mhm.
Oh,
Because
I
my
love
wife is
ceviche.
allergic to pretty much all seafood. She's got like this weird iodine
Oh,
allergy.
My mom was too.
And like I can't eat any seafood and then touch my wife. Like she's that allergic. Like I can't even kiss her.
Wow.
Which
Wow.
sucks. And so like I don't eat seafood anymore. And I'm a Florida boy, man. I do love seafood, and I really used to love ceviche. I used to make ceviche everything, and I
I
can't do
love
it.
ceviche. I love the shrimp and octopus ceviche with mango.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah,
it's my
sounds
You
good.
need to stop that.
my favorite.
There's a place down the street from me that sells ceviche.
So good, so good. And I don't know, it's not very common. I think it's more common in like Arizona, New Mexico, and California.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you guys have chile verde. It's a green sauce with
Yeah,
tomatillos.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my favorite.
Some street
I love
tacos.
I absolutely love chile verde, and I
Mhm.
absolutely love the verde pozole. Like I'll eat
Mhm.
the roja pozole, but the chile verde pozole is my favorite.
I like verde better than I like the red stuff.
Yeah,
Well, I
me
wouldn't go
too.
that far, but I like the
I
verde.
do.
But I like
I
the red
like
I
the
stuff
love
red
more.
stuff too, but I mean, like, I like it a little better because it's something I don't get all the time.
But it all
Yeah.
pales in comparison to just queso dip. Man. Just
Yeah,
Hey,
Queso
buddy of
dip.
mine.
I can't do
Hey, let
that.
me say this real quick. I want to say hey to Lucky Stone. That's a real good friend of mine in the chat. Hey, buddy, it's good to see you. He's somebody you ought to think about getting on your
Hi,
panel.
Chance. Well, Danny, give him an
Hmm.
invite.
Like I know how to do any of that.
Well,
I
I'm just
I
saying.
think I actually told him about this in one of his chats to come over here and say hey.
Oh,
And,
nice.
yeah, and if he could figure out how to do an email-y thing, he could email you and you could get back to him.
Hmm. He could email me at brainbendersbanter@gmail.com.
And you'll know
I
him
think
as
we
Lucky.
made Too Tall Rob hungry.
I know, right? Too Tall Rob's always hungry, though.
Oh, it's gone into extra innings.
Oh God!
I knew it was gonna. I
What's
knew it was
going
gonna. It
on?
was in the ninth when my
Game
dad was
7
watching.
extra innings. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, my
I
dad
guess
said they just did
fine.
18 innings the other day or something. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
they did.
wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
I
like
have a hockey
2-1
memory
game.
of it wasn't the
World
Stanley Cup
Series.
final, but it was one of the semifinals, and it was the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Philadelphia Flyers, and they went into like 5 or 6 overtimes, and it was like 4 a.m.
Oh God!
So that was fun. But I was like, I had just had a baby, like I had a newborn, and he was not sleeping, so like I was up all night with him, so it was like perfect time to watch a never-ending hockey game.
Right? Perfect.
MLB.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I always like the extra innings when I'm, at Wrigley or something because I figured that's like I paid for 2 games in one.
right.
Yeah, so those were always
So-
kind of an interesting thing.
I think I personally define success as just like Tug says, being content. I don't have to have the nicest vehicle. I don't have to have, the expensive, like 3,000 square foot house. I want a basic house. I don't even care if it's like an older house, if it's comfortable, if it's cute, if it has for me, it has to have a big yard because I love gardening and I love canning. So it would have to have a big yard. But I like simplicity and I like consistency. So for me, like getting up and going to work every day to the same job, I'm consistent, I'm content. That makes me happy. I feel successful in my job. I feel successful as a person. I feel successful as a mom.
I also find it helps to avoid drama.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't stand
Yeah.
drama. Hate drama. But yeah, I feel
myself.
successful
always want to
as
tug
a
you
parent.
into it.
That's why I moved really far away from my family.
Me too. I moved in the opposite
I
direction.
love my family, but I'm glad I moved away.
Yeah, I'm
Gosh.
900 miles away from mine.
I moved in with mine to help.
No, I don't understand people. I don't understand people paying all these big prices for all these expensive $260,000, $300,000 houses. It just, to me, that just don't make no sense.
No.
If I was going to move from here and live somewhere else, you can buy 4 acres of land for $5,500 right down the road, kind of off in the woods, secluded. You can buy that for $5,500. Go over to the Walmart store and buy you one of them little prefab houses for like $9,000. So for less than $20,000, you could probably set up a house and get power run to it and be living in the woods.
Yeah, why not?
Get yourself a cheap double wide.
And them, if
Oh,
you see them
boy.
prefab houses they already got built, you mean you have to put your own power in them and do a little work to them, but them prefab houses look really nice. I looked at some of them over at the Walmart store.
Mm-hmm.
They come already put together. They just throw it out there, throw it in the yard. Boom, you good. You're good to go.
I think at some point you have to learn that like stuff is just stuff and not that important. Like when I mentioned it earlier, me and my wife went through a rough spot financially because she lost her job for BS reasons and wasn't allowed to get another job because government. It's a long story. So at one point we had to move into basically a studio apartment with a newborn baby, and we had to get rid of a lot of stuff to do that because we had too much stuff. And I learned that, yeah, it was just stuff. I don't miss it. I don't miss any of that stuff that we got rid of. It was just things, you know?
It's not like the good old days where like King Tutankhamun was put down with his gold and everything he had, his worldly possessions.
Exactly.
Like,
Can't take it with
doesn't go
you.
with you.
Yeah. Even he couldn't take it with him. Now it's in a
Right,
museum.
right. But you know what I'm saying? It's like that's too much overhead for me. I figure if you come in my house, you say you like something, you're going home with it. Because at my age, I'm going to get rid of stuff. I want
Yeah.
to bring in
I feel
any
the
more
same way.
junk.
I want to sell 90% of the crap I got. If somebody comes up here with money and makes me an offer, I will sell stuff.
Hmm.
Then I can buy
I've
all
got.
new.
Go ahead, Danny.
Then you can buy.
All new
Great.
stuff to talk about because I've been talking about my old stuff. You gotta have new stuff to talk about.
Just don't get rid of your comics. They're worth a mint.
Right.
You can always get more.
Mints aren't
I
that
have-
expensive. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a couple storage units
All right, Dad
because
joke.
of
Dad, I
my
can't help it.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason that I pay for my storage units isn't necessarily because I want to keep my stuff. Well, I mean, it is, but it's stuff that my grandma left me when she died.
Yeah. Sentimental.
And I want to
value.
pass
Yeah,
that down to my daughter someday,
priceless.
like her china hutch, like things that I just can't. My mom gave me a 30-year-old pitted oak wood table, dining room
Oh
table
wow!
with like 8 chairs and leaves and everything. And I just can't part with that stuff.
well,
I just can't.
and they don't make it like that anymore either.
No, it took
That's
4
the
men
good
to move
stuff
that
you
dang
got.
table.
You got the good stuff.
Yeah, and it was past. We had all these family meals. I grew up at that table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every Thanksgiving and Christmas and holiday, our whole family was around those tables and that table. And so I just can't part with it. Just can't.
There
And,
are things I can't part with. I've got a box of tapes from when I was in college. I used to be the guy who would walk around with a camera. So I've got all these like Super 8 tapes in a
Wow.
and I keep waiting for one of my friends from college to go into politics so I can get some money out of them.
That's funny.
But no, they refuse.
My biggest thing is I collect rocks. I collect
Yes, I've
crystals.
seen your rock
I've seen
collection.
those.
I collect crystals.
You
And
know, you
then
could put them videos of the college days up on the YouTube right there, buddy.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
and then my other weakness is kitchen gadgets.
Oh, you
I haven't
too.
I haven't been
Mm,
doing it
okay.
now because I don't have a kitchen to really. But when I had my own home, like I wanted kitchen gadgets. Like I wanted things like if I was gonna make pies, I wanted the little cutter to cut the crust to make it pretty.
Yeah, I have
Like
that.
you know,
Yep.
a roller that also makes pasta. You know, you could cut your
Mhm.
raviolis and stuff. It's like, but yeah, I don't know. Like I wanted kitchen gadgets. And so whenever I moved in with my parents, all my kitchen gadgets went to storage, and I'm like, I'm not parting with them. I parted with
Mhm.
some. I did about 25% of my kitchen gadgets went donation, and I felt pretty confident in the fact that I gave 25% of my kitchen gadgets away.
That's not bad though. You did good.
Yeah, because I am very attached to my kitchen gadgets.
Same here. I inherited my mother-in-law's. See, I had a small one, but my mother-in-law had a big KitchenAid stand mixer, and I
Mhm.
inherited that from her as
I
as
love my KitchenAid.
and her Noritake 12
Mhm.
piece set. You know,
Yeah.
that's China and
You know
stuff.
the nesting bowls from like the 50s, 60s? They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with the mushrooms on the
Oh, yeah.
outside. My grandma gave me a whole entire set of those nesting bowls. Well, 2
Oh,
sets.
and
One
they're
is
collectible.
One is like brown and white, and it's got the little like wings that come out the side,
Mhm.
like the handles. And the other one is pink and white, and then it's a white bowl with pink,
Yeah,
and then a pink one with the white
yeah. Those are
flowers.
collectible. Mhm,
So I
mhm,
have 2 of those, and then she gave me some of her Corel, like square with the glass lid, like to
Yeah,
put in the
yeah.
oven for baking, and like I have
Mhm.
those, and that kind of stuff, like to
And
me
they don't
is
make that stuff.
priceless.
Yeah, they don't make that
Yeah.
stuff anymore either.
And then she gave me some soup bowls, right?
Mhm.
They're like round soup bowls with the like little handle.
Oh,
And I
nice.
think they're Pyrex because they're like
Yeah.
white glass, but they're brown or
Mhm.
red or yellow, you know, but they're white on the inside
The
and
Esquire's nice
underneath.
too.
Yeah,
But
but they're the perfect
you
soup
gotta
bowls.
watch out though with the older stuff though. You should make
What?
sure that there's no radioactivity in the glass itself because there is some lead paints that they put on or they used to put on there that you only want those things for show now. You don't want to
Yeah,
physically eat off of them,
right.
you know. Or
But I
that
got my
green glass.
grandma's china.
That's nice.
My grandpa purchased it in a jewelry store, and not only did he buy her
Oh,
one set of 8, he bought her 2, so it's
16
16 sets, so it
altogether.
fit my whole family.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
and
sounds
it's
pretty.
beautiful. And I am just a very much attached to things that like in my home that made my home feel homey.
Mm-hmm.
I could move into a small place as long as I have it decorated where I feel comfortable and homey. It's good for
Mhm.
me. Like it doesn't matter.
That's
I've
right.
lived in small places. I don't have to have a big place, but
Mm-hmm.
I just want my own home again.
Yeah, I hear
really
you.
bad. I don't want to rent. I don't want to move into an apartment and pay for storage.
Yeah.
I can't afford to pay for storage and keep my stuff and have like spend $1,800 a month on a small tiny apartment.
At least if it's your own house, you could plug in a nail and hang a painting wherever you want to, as opposed to living in an apartment complex and then having to pay for wherever you needed to have a nail put in.
Yeah. I'm one of those people
Hey,
though. I've
chat.
been really good.
And I know you're not selling nothing, Chance.
Yeah, chances
You're
out
a
here
hoarder.
being the voice of
I love
stuff.
you though.
He's
Hey,
defending
chat.
stuff.
Are y'all going to be excited when they
Love you.
finally replace these garbage human umpires with robots and cameras? I'm watching I'm watching this game right now. This is why the game is going on so long. The umpire behind the plate is making bogus calls.
Thank you, Brad.
Wow, this is garbage.
Brad, hey, how are
Thank
you?
you, Brad.
Brad, be
Yeah.
rad.
Yay.
Woo!
I wish
You're the
I'm gonna
man.
have to, I think I'm gonna have to make a little clip for when people drop me super chats to thank them. So, but
Mhm.
right now, until then, I can do this for you, Brad.
That's
There
kind of
you
cool.
Rockabilly
Thanks.
love.
Mhm.
Thank you. I actually have quite a few that I made that I might eventually start deleting because I've had them since I started going live. But yeah.
I
Thank
need
you,
more
Brad. It's
thank you
much
clips because the only one I've got is the Karate Kid one, where he's like, "You're the best." But it's kind of sick of it because I've used it too many times.
I can make you some.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I
He's
like
got
see
all the guys from Daft Punk, and they say thank you at the end of his thing. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
No, Dave Sunstorm's got the best ones. He got like Barney
I
Five.
know.
He's got so many, and Lawrence
He's
Welk.
got like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got like Liberace and everybody.
The rest of them's okay. I'm not a Welk fan.
You don't like Bubbles?
I don't like that.
Yeah, well,
Bubbles. I love Bubbles.
I just say I want to see him because it pisses everybody else off.
Exactly. That's why it's great.
McCormick.
My mother, when I was really young, like 5 and 6, 7 years old, my mother was out trampling around the world taking pictures and stuff. And I got trapped with my grandparents a lot. So every Sunday night, I was forced to endure an hour of Lawrence Welk. And
Oh God, I'm sorry.
brain felt horrible. If I was really quiet and let them enjoy their show, they'd let me watch Disney. Afterwards, I always had to sit through that crap. So now I consider it torment that I even hear it now.
Torture.
I think we've lost
Oh,
Buff to
God.
the game.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right. I missed one of the questions because I had to help my mom. So my biggest accomplishment would probably
right.
be raising my daughter
Oh.
because I raised her as a single mom. So that was, I think, my biggest accomplishment in life. It was hard to work 2-3 jobs, go to school, take care of a kid. And then by the time you finally get to a place where you feel comfortable in life, where you think you're like, okay, I'm doing something, they're grown.
Exactly. It goes by
And
quick.
then you're like, now what do I do? I worked so much to support her. No, she's grown.
Yeah.
She's
The kids
venturing
I
off on her own.
I
Yeah.
agree with you. The kids I used to babysit could babysit me now.
Yeah, right.
Bring
I
over
think
the
that's the goal of parenting is to
Yeah.
raise a child to take care of you.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But did you hear my bonus question? Have you actually won any awards?
Have I won any awards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've won awards. Like, what kind of awards?
Any kind of award.
Oh, I have a few.
That's fine.
I've won lots of blue ribbons and stuff in county fairs with my
Oh.
food.
I have won chili contests. So
I've won with my chicken and dumplings and my
Yum.
banana cream pie.
Oh, you need to stop that.
banana cream pie.
You talking about food again?
God, I love banana cream pie.
Oh, we didn't-
Apparently we're hungry. I don't know what's going on.
And then I've received an award for being the most supportive supervisor in a company that had like 1,000 people in it, and there was like
Wow.
a supervisor for every like 10 to 15 people, and I was literally given an award as the most recognized supervisor, like to be there and like support and inspire others. So that was kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is really an award, but they asked everybody at my hub, or not at my hub, but in the company that I work for, if they could work at any hub, what hub would they want to work for? And they all said Sacramento.
Oh,
That's cute.
nice.
Christy, we want to work with Christy. We love her. It's like, oh, I thought that was like an award. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to think award
Hey.
awards.
BBB, you got
Yeah.
another super chat. Did you notice?
No,
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
I'm sorry. I can't see. Well, hello, be rad. Second one.
Be rad.
Brad
Be
did
the man.
too? Wow, Brad. Oh, wait, no, this
This
is
is
somebody else.
No, it's
K2.
K
Keep on
K2.
K2.
What's up, K2?
K2. Oh yeah, K2.
K2. Thank you, K2.
Nice name.
Thank you, K2. You're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Other awards I've received. Gosh. I'm trying to think. I have received a few.
Yeah, I have too. I just can't remember at the moment.
You got that letter from the governor and stuff.
Well, yeah, I have that.
Yeah. I would
mean,
consider that
like-
an award.
Yeah.
I did receive when I sold Tupperware.
Oh
I
no,
received-
I used to sell that crap.
Yeah, I received an award. I was #1 sales and recruiting in the state of
Wow.
California. And the CEO came and we all went to Reno, Nevada, and they rented a casino like thing, and they did like a big event that they do with Tupperware. And there's this huge event, and I got called up on stage with the CEO
Wow.
to get an award from the CEO for being #1 top in sales and top in recruiting in the West
That's
Coast.
cool.
So she's the one responsible for all your microplastics.
Yeah, yeah. They're totally bankrupt now. I mean, they
Really?
closed the factory. in
That's why they're
Orlando.
selling in Target.
I had no idea.
They're selling in Target now. They've
And
never
you've been
sold in a
selling them
store.
at Target a long time ago too. But
Yeah.
now I have to go to
I was at
Target
a-
and check it out.
Craft fair at the high school, and they had like a whole booth for like just Tupperware, and it looked like really old
Yeah.
Tupperware with the like the fluted like
Yeah.
lids and everything. Yeah, it looked like
They
They
back
kind
then.
of started doing a lot of retro stuff again.
Yeah.
Like I still have friends of mine that are still doing it.
Those
But,
salt and pepper shakers are worth a mint. If you got
I
them.
love my salt and pepper
Target is
shakers.
Like 35 miles, man.
Um,
There ain't a lot of Targets around here where I live. The closest one to me is 35 miles.
Targets everywhere around here, but
Yeah.
I live
Oh,
in
yeah.
gentrified suburbs of St. Louis, so
I live in the freaking woods. Everything's a long ways from me. It takes the closest town where there's actually stores and stuff's 12 miles.
Wow.
I know that's why it took you so long to get your hat.
Aw.
I have lived out in the middle of nowhere. I don't miss it. I lived in
I
Southern
have
Maryland.
too.
So
I used to live out in the middle of nowhere where literally you could go out and feed the raccoons and the deer and the quail and it was cool. And I
You
saw
know,
like mountain lions and bobcats
Oh,
and stuff. Like it
wow.
was
That's
really
neat.
cool.
That
yeah,
is
I went to the post office and like showed my butt really good it showed them the tracking number on the phone and stuff, and said my package is supposed to be here and blah blah blah. It turns out,
Showed your phone. I heard showed me my butt. I'm like, what are you talking about? Showed him my butt real good.
No, I sent Danny the tracking number and I was going to
Yeah.
open up a claim.
yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I went down there and I showed them the track. I showed them my phone, and I'm like, look at this tracking number. It was supposed to be here, and it turns out, remember, it was the 11th. And that was the day I went to town, and I got on the 11th. And no, you ain't got a package. I left. The package was there. It just hadn't come off the trucks yet. So
Yeah.
if I'd been like an hour later, it would have been there.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
But you
until I
got
went
your
back
cup.
to that.
You got your cup that day.
That's nice.
No, it's the hat.
The hat. He got a hat.
Mhm.
He got his cup the day he went first. The hat he got the other day.
Yeah,
Right.
the cut was before that. That was the first package.
Yeah.
But when I went back on the 11th, it wasn't there, and you said it was, and I was like, I want my hat, damn it.
Give me my hat.
I sent him the tracking number and everything. I'm like, no, look, it says it delivered to a postal box.
Oh gosh,
I love hats. I got like 1,000 hats.
that's nice.
I like the short you did too, Danny. That was super cool.
I had to put one of my hats in the trash can because it just finally died.
Oh,
Aw.
It's funny, it died right when I got a new hat, so it worked out really cool.
Tug, I'm sending you your hat next, and then Tracy. Buff's already got his merch.
cool.
Cool.
Danny's got his merch. Then Tug, you're next, and then Tracy. So I'll be getting you guys' addresses again soon, so I can. And I remember what you want. You want a dad hat.
Dad hat. Yep. Because
Yep.
I also
And
have
then
a lot of
Tracy
hats.
wants the Celtic Moon T-shirt.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty with the butterfly on it.
Yeah. We'll just have to discuss talking about color, like what color you want the T-shirt to be and stuff.
Oh God, they're going into the 11th.
Yeah.
Poor Buff. I should have not said anything, but
Yeah.
I had to tell you guys why I was back so late.
Well, Chance is in the chat, so like he just
Yeah.
pops in every once in
Yeah.
a while to give us updates.
And he had a premiere today about the Addams Family, and I missed it because I was helping my mom.
Good, I
And my
watched
mom-
it.
I missed that. Oh my God, no.
Yeah, I
I
missed
watched
it. I'm gonna have to
I
go
was
back
there
and watch
live.
it.
Ooh, sorry,
I-
Chance.
I watched it, Chance. I was there in chat, brother.
I really hate missing his lives. They're fun.
Yeah, he premiered an Addams Family thing, and I was sad because he texted me earlier letting me know that he was doing it at the time he was doing it, and so I was trying to get over there but my mom at the time, she was like, I want you to make me mashed potatoes and
My
gravy.
email address is ty6 or excuse me, tyroth ROTH 67 at AOL.com. Yes, I still have an AOL, but I use my Gmail for my personal.
Cool.
Mhm.
You could contact me at brainbendersbanter@gmail.com. All right, so I think that wraps up tonight. What do you guys think?
We got
Yeah, I
through all
think
the
so.
questions again. It's
We
like the
did.
second week in a row.
We said it is, aren't we?
All right, what would you guys like to discuss next week? Let's talk about some topics. Chat, this includes you. What would you like to hear us talk about? So
Anything
Anybody?
that's not touchy or feely.
anybody have anything that you would like to use as a topic or a discussion? Have you guys seen, Brad showed me this and it's been tripping me out. Hi, John Collins. It's been tripping me out. It's like, oh, let me look what the name of it is. Something Atlas. You guys probably know what I'm talking about.
No idea.
Sometime in the next week or two, you probably should do something Thanksgiving related and talk about a damn
I'm going
turkey.
to. We're going to talk food.
Well, I can hardly wait for that.
We've never talked about food on this show before. What are you talking about?
No,
we covered food
never.
tonight. Didn't we cover that tonight?
3-eye atlas.
I have no idea what that is.
That's
Oh,
a big turd.
the thing that's coming towards us.
Yeah.
It's coming towards us.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
everybody keeps saying that it's headed out towards the intergalactic space. It's passing Mars and heading out to deep space. Damn thing ain't coming towards us. God. Get it
People
right.
just want to believe that it's coming towards them.
If it
I'm
was
just
coming towards
asking,
us,
is that
Like, there's
something
not
we
enough
should
disaster
talk
going
about?
on.
look at here.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
you
can
better
talk
hope
about
it's
it.
not coming towards us. It's big as Manhattan, and if it does hit, if something like that hit the Earth, it would not be a good day.
Okay, but I don't. What if it's not a comet? What if it's an alien spaceship and it can land on Earth and not impact?
I don't think it would really bother some people because people like Travis Walton and Barney and Betty Hill know they've already been here anyway. They've already.
Okay, but how would it affect
Oh,
today's?
God.
How would it affect today's society?
Aliens.
I think
have
that could
been
be a
on-
subject for next week.
Aliens have been on this planet giving people anal probes for hundreds of years.
Yeah, look at Tim. Yeah.
I mean, look at Cartman.
If you don't believe me, you can ask UFO Man Tim.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Like, do you guys want to talk about that maybe next week? Talk
Yeah,
about
like something involving like aliens and like how discovery of aliens or if aliens came to visit us and stuff like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Does that
Then we
sound
can
good?
throw in a few alien movies to talk about because that'll be even more.
Okay.
I'm always down to talk about movies.
And alien comic books. Famous
Sure.
aliens like
Hey,
E.T.
pop culture, anything related.
Superman's an alien. So.
Mhm.
E.T.
Don't tell Ice
My
that.
favorite alien.
But I know
Oh,
absolutely
shut
about 3-Eye Atlas. I've kind of been keeping up with it a lot. It's-
Okay, so you're the person I need to talk to then, because
I
I've
know-
been watching it and
I think-
I'm so confused.
I thought I sent you a thing where the guy was explaining it on Joe Rogan.
You sent
You
that to me.
did.
Yeah.
You sent it to me too, but the thing
Oh,
is, there's
wait,
so many
no,
different
son.
conflicting things
Yeah,
being
but this
said.
guy actually knows what he's talking about. So
The philosopher guy or whatever.
no, Albie Loeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Astronomer. He knows what he's talking about more than most people.
Hmm.
He's
Anyways,
really the
so
only
that's
one-
what we'll talk about next week then.
Cool.
But really, right now, he's the only
Sounds
one I
good.
consider a legitimate source of information about that.
And by the way, if my daughter goes into labor, I may not be here. So I will send all of you guys the information.
I guess that will be a valid excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think. But yeah, she's miserable right now.
Oh.
This is the worst part. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what I felt like at this point.
Yeah. Tell her to have the good manners enough to go into labor on a weekday.
Oh,
That way you can at least get out of work.
yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I'll talk to you guys backstage. So good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Have a good night.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Ooh, I got way down there. Ooh.
Go check Danny and I out on my channel tomorrow.
Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow?
We're still talking about horror movies. Spooky season isn't over for us. We're talking about
No, it's
realistic
not for
horror.
me
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
It's not for me either.
It's not over till
I
I say
can't
it's
wait
over.
to show you guys the video of my brother's house last night. It was awesome.
Cool.
Oh, neat.
All right. Thank you guys.
Down in the ground where the spuds all grow, there's a happy little tuber stealing the show. On the YouTube stage, watch it shine so bright. This creative spud
Did you hit that like yet? Do it.
Goals in sight.
Do it.
Shining bright. I'm a happy
Please get a like, subscribe, and
every day.
little bell.
And knowledge in a spudly way. From roots to shoots, I'm reaching for the sky. This potato's on a mission. Don't ask me why.
We love potatoes.
On a mission, reaching high. Some